Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Echoes from the Front. I am Damon Sell, and we're going to be here tonight without Rambo or Ramboo or Rainbow. And as you can see on the screen, if you're watching the live feed up in the chat, for our on-air audience, we're going to have Mackenzie spinning the beats. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is Echoes of New Eden, not Echoes from the Front. Just to make sure we're all on the same page. Sorry, Titan Tito, I had to. If you weren't here last week and listened to the show, we had Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, and our first contestant was our very own Titan Tito, and he got the first question wrong. We'll see if our contestant this week, I don't know, sometimes it feels like a whole year goes by before we do the show again. We'll see if this week's contestant makes it past the first question as well. So with that, we've had a lot of things happening this week. We've had a huge patch, which we didn't think was going to be a huge patch, but it was a huge patch, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that got introduced along with it. Snacks is ready to go, of course. Game, right? So let's just break right into the patch notes. I think everybody can kind of see those over on their screen. Maybe not. I don't know. If not, they're on the live feed. They're on the feed. So there's only a couple things in here I really want to talk about, and I don't want to spend too much time with it. I'm not one to really go over Q&A stuff and all that other jazz. I know Rambo likes to go into it in detail. I do not. So, yeah, definitely want to talk about the phone issue that happened with this patch and everything getting super hot within the first few hours. The graphics there's a graphics leak or glitch or something on the phone itself. The intro was animated, and after the patch it was not, but on the iPad Pro it's still animated. So there's something that they did there to shut that graphics leak off in certain cases or something. I don't that's my anecdotal evidence, but
yeah, I'm willing to bet their optimization team missed an I or a Q or a T or something, like messed up on what they were allowing and what they weren't.
Something obvious, I would hope. And of course, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. I'm Taylor Rick, and with me without Rambo this week, it's Crimson Song. It's not really Crimson Song. It's Crimson King.
The return of the Crimson Song.
Yeah, so, I get the names wrong. So just like Rambo, he's rubbed off on me. I can't pronounce jack shit. So, at any rate, that's going to be the two of us doing this today with Rambo out on some personal matters. Mm-hmm. So, okay, back to the update and phone gate and battery gate. So thankfully they fixed it.
The joke that they had was a nice touch.
Yeah, most people probably missed that. Why did they give us a Mark 9 heatsink? That's actually funny. I thought that was I thought that was great. I'm glad to see that they got a sense of humor with these things, and we can all kind of laugh together. And what's even funnier is there's probably going to be about 80% of the people who got that update never had an issue with their phone, never noticed, never got on until the next day and said, "What the fuck is this for?" and had no clue.
Oh, for sure,
just no clue whatsoever. So, okay, three main things in this patch from this week that I want to talk about briefly. The upgraded UI of the New Eden store. Holy shit, they couldn't smack enough of it into the screens for us, so they redesigned it for a better shopping experience, which basically meant a better buying experience or a better sales experience for them. So
it's
they
got
can sell us more.
My girlfriend's phone, it's insane. There's so much stacked in there.
You can't read it. I'm old, I guess. I can barely read any of that shit on my phone. On an iPad, it's great. I'm sure on an emulator, when you can blow it up, it's great. But good God,
on the phone, tiny screen, and I get a lot of shit for walls of text. I wish they'd,
Yeah, that's what you do. That's how you're a content creator, is walls of text. Everything you write, right? So
I do like the organization a little bit more. Having the tabs open, it jives with us emulator players, but there's just so much, and you can't really see all of your currencies in one place. They hide away that information if you if you want a thing, you got to go specifically look for it. So I like that they're refining the UI, but I think it needs another pass.
Yeah. I mean, kudos to them for trying something new. But holy shit. I mean, this event, I will say this, it's pretty. You know, the splash screens I think are pretty. The colors, the cyberpunk type theme I think is pretty. So, you know, we'll just have to see what they do with it. Okay. The second thing in this update was actually something that was already in the game a week ago. It dropped. You're pretty snacks, yes. It dropped in the patch from 2 weeks ago, or whatever, last week's patch, not this week's patch, but last week's patch. And
you're talking about the distance calculator, right?
The distance calculator on the map, and no one said anything about it. It wasn't in the patch notes. It was just there, and it was called what was it called?
They had like mock start and mock finish or something like that.
It was mock start and mock finish. And for this week, they put it in the patch notes, and then they just changed the names on the buttons that were already there. So I think they dropped it last week on accident. So, and that's fine, whatever. And a couple things about this that I think people are missing. This is really nice. This is a very big quality of life change. They did it very quickly, very quietly, not a whole lot of fanfare. It's like 2 sentences in the patch notes, and that's it. And it opens up a great way to it opens up a really great way to expand on it, right? And so I'm hoping that if they hear this, because as we all know, they get their ideas for what to do next from Rambo and I, then they'll take this as a nice step forward. As in, we don't have to make some big giant thing and then release it. We can actually take a little idea from here or there and just put it in, see how people react to it, and now we can just make one little change to improve it here and there based off of some feedback. Because if they've done anything this year, it's quality of life and listen to feedback. Unfortunately, they listened to the feedback from the April balance patch and screwed that up. But they did listen, right? So we can't complain at this point. They are actually listening. So they gave us this this calculator. Go ahead.
I think from the outside looking in, they're following an agile program management approach.
Feels like it.
I think we're going to see a lot more of the small scale little tweaks and touches here and there as the year goes on. So I'm optimistic about that, but not like expectant, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah. And so okay, so here's the great thing about this. The first thing that they did is they put it in there to where you can hit a start and a stop, anywhere you want on the map. You can go anywhere on the map and see what your jump range is going to be from one system to another. That's huge because there's no way to do that unless you go use an offside app like Eve Eye. So now your capital, So now your capital pilots and their Sino alts or whatever now have an idea of how to plan things out, right? You can't really plan it out. All you can do is just get from one jump to another, and then you just have to do another jump to another, and you just have to look at what that distance is that it gives you and know what your max distance is, right? Because it doesn't give you any kind of color coding, and it doesn't take your skills into account. So I'm hoping that's the next thing that they do, just sometime in the next month or two. Make a little tweak to that to where the text goes from its normal yellow color to a red if it's too far for your current skill level. That'd be a simple little thing for them to do. Everything's already there. It wouldn't take them very much just to add that one thing. That's all I'm asking for.
I imagine it'd be really easy, especially if you were, well, that's the curse of all programmers, right? You say it's really easy on the outside and you're looking and it's difficult, but
I'm sure.
I think it'd be totally possible if you were in something with a Sino fit, because that stuff is already, queued up and ready to rock for moving between systems. The fear I have is that they're not going to do that kind of thing. Already, it's really powerful for capital pilots. I imagine you can set up hot drops a lot easier now.
Yeah, definitely. You can really plan some things out, which is nice. Anything that helps you be able to plan things out or even do things on the fly in a moment's notice is great. So I want them to add that, and then I want them to add to where I can do multiple. I don't just want to start and a stop. I want to start. I just want to be able to go. You only need one button. I don't need to start and stop. You can just reduce it down to one button, and you hit that button, and now it's on. And as soon as I go click, 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 however many times I clip, it just hits a line between all those spots. And then I go hit that button, and it's done. And it just stays there until I hit the button again. It wipes it and starts it over. Now I can do multiple jumps.
Right, and
and see.
you can get weird with it for exploration or
Yep.
establishing an AOR or whatever you want
Yep.
with it.
Yeah, because
I think
most times when you're moving, if you're just making one jump, then you already freaking know it because that's your home system you're ratting in, or you're moving around your area, and you already know it. So you don't really even need to plan it after that first time. But if you're really planning things out, you have multiple jumps because the jump range is too small. I'm 5'4", which gives me 4.9 on the fitting screen, which isn't true. It's actually 4.89. It just rounded it up, so that fucks you up. Uh, so
well, from like an exploration perspective, it's so much easier to mission plan now. Like you can set up a range of different sites that you want to hit and sort of a focal site as your go-to base a lot more efficiently now, and you don't need to. I used to have to do that from neutral stations in nullsec, but now you can plot that out in advance and then go,
yeah,
sweep out all of the data sites from hostile space.
yep. Okay, that's it on the distance calculator. The next thing, which was huge again, and no fanfare to this, they dropped it like it was, oh yeah, by the way, we're going to give you jump clones out of the
Yeah,
blue, no warning. Here they are. So a lot of people have been talking about the jump clones all week. We don't need to go into too much of the main detail, which is, hey, it's 48 hours, and if you go 555, it's now 24 hours. And I know they said somewhere in these notes, I've got them
there it is.
pulled up right here. I know it said there at some point you can learn skills to reduce the recovery time, or there it is, purchase nerve relief services to quicken the recovery. Where do you purchase those at? Are those in that same window when you jump? Because I didn't
Not
see
sure.
it. I didn't see it, and I thought it was going to be something you could purchase, like you'd purchase like an item off the market. That would be.
This seems like another one of those currencies that they're introducing
Oh
to long-term players so
yeah,
that
yeah.
they
How many?
consistently come back, kind of like what's it called, Lazarus units and things like that.
Yeah, how many fucking types of currency do we need? It just needs to be an item, and
Oh,
honestly, it should be an item that drops somewhere. Like it should be an item that drops in a story mission that has to do with like medical relief supplies.
yeah,
you know,
that'd be rad.
something. And we'll get into that as we talk a little bit about some of this event stuff that they did and some of the stories. I know you want to talk a little bit about that, so I'll leave it for you. But on the jump clone, by the way, one thing that did change that I haven't heard anybody talk about yet is how you set your base. You do it via that clone services now, and you scroll down just a little bit, and it shows you where your current base is set, and you have to tap on that to change it to where you're currently sitting. So they've changed that. There's no longer that button on the side window that just says set base for here and you're done. You have to go into the clone services thing, scroll down a little bit, see what your current base is, and wherever you're currently at, you just hit the button, and that sets it. So it's different. So the way I'm planning out the way to use the jump clones is my base is now going to be set into my home citadel. Why would I set it anywhere else? I'm going to have enough jump clones to be able to go anywhere I want, jump straight out into the forward operating area that I'm at. And when I'm done, because my ships are already staged, I just pod out, blow up, and I'm home. It's instant. Now, I can't go back for however many hours until I get some of these relief service things. But
they've given us a lot more tools for remote operations, and I think
yeah,
that's really going to open up the map.
I think it changes logistics. For warfare, which is good. There needs to, on one hand, there needs to be a few more reasons to fight, and on the other hand, there needs to be a little bit easier way to get around 70 freaking jumps.
Oh, for industry too. Could you imagine jumping from ITC to ITC?
Oh
I
my
think
God.
this might be the thing that we need for the markets to, start moving out of JITA, because
A little bit, yeah.
this
The oh my God moment was, oh shit, I can get all the way out to void space now without wasting my entire day. Ooh,
right.
fun. Anyway, okay. So then the other thought with this too is everybody was mad about the 48-hour timer, and when you go 555, it's 24, and that being too slow, right? Because in EVE Online it's 24, and with skills it gets you down to like 12 or 6 or some stupid crazy number. Yeah, Sun Chaser already goes to ITCs. Yeah, wah. It goes to the sun. And if you're in low sec, oops.
It's already much more of a passive game, though.
It is.
I'm not so opposed to the length of time for those jump clones. I'm more opposed to the skill requirement or the skill necessity. It seems for
No, more skills is better. More
Okay.
skills in the long run. More skills is better. You just don't want the skills to be like 72 days, like it is for some shit on the Rourke roll.
Oh God,
That's just ridiculous.
It's 65 for Explorer.
Yeah,
Expert 5.
That's a bit much. I think the reason though that they made the timing what they did is you can still get around it. You just have to have these, whatever these things are.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the text on screen again. The nerve release, whatever it is. The Jangle pulses. I don't know what the fuck they are.
The horse tranquilizer.
Nerve relief services. That shit. You can still purchase those, and so that's an ISK sync right there, right? I mean, they're just finding more ways to have a sync ISK into things. So that's one thing. But I think the main reason they made it as long as they did is to give us what we want, but at the same time, not let it speed the game up too fast. They want to slow down. They want to, at the same time that they're speeding it up and allowing you to get somewhere quickly, they're slowing you down from you being able to do it every damn day, 3 times a day kind of thing, right? Then it's way too fast.
It cuts a lot of the logistical wait time, from moving one thing to the other end of the galaxy and then having to go all the way back, or playing the base juggling game, which is just a pain.
But it does it one time as opposed to, but it holds you to this one time once a day as opposed to multiple times a day, which I think is a good balance in my mind. So I'm not too bad about it.
It feels like we've been playing with a skeleton so far, and they're starting to slap some meat on there.
There's a lot of meat to this game. There is a lot of meat. If you come to this game brand new today, it is nothing like what it was day one when I started back in 2020. It's just night and day.
Oh, for sure.
It looks different. It feels different. And of course, when you first load in, if you've never played this game before, you are overwhelmed with way too much shit.
Yeah, the tutorial system is still a fucking wall. But
yeah. Okay. That's all I've got on the patch notes outside of the event itself, which is the Interstellar Bazaar. I don't know why the... Yeah. There we go. I was gonna have the music playing in the background, and have it be kind of quiet for us, not too loud.
We want a party medium.
Yeah, party medium. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you had a couple of thoughts on the Interstellar Bazaar, the illusionary ghost.
Yeah, the illusionary ghost. I really wish they'd gone with illusory ghost, but that's another one of those translation things that, like, man, it just doesn't flow as well as it could, and it's frustrating. Their translation team does a good job, but they do not do a great job, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but for now I want to piggyback on the jump clones aspect. Industrial inputs are going to be a lot slower to affect the market, and I think folks are sleeping on how much has changed with the introduction of new strategic targets and ISK sinks and a lot of the stuff that we're seeing going in here. Folks talk about whales and stuff, and I think that's kind of a smokescreen for a lot of the good stuff that we're seeing coming out.
So what do you mean by targets, strategic targets? What do you mean by that?
Well, the Rorqual. A lot of
orcas, yeah.
The orcas especially. A lot of the industrial fatties, they're not efficient. They're not ISK and mineral efficient unless you've got the IP to back them. I think we talked about this.
Not only that, but with a Rorqual, it's useless until you have a tactical module.
Truth, and that's a gate. That's a gate already. And then for the Noctis, for example, that's another money gate. It's another wallet gate. I still think the Noctis has some amazing uses outside of its bone picking expectations. But yeah, there's a lot of girth added to the targets that are out in the field at the moment.
Yeah. And the meta's shifted a little bit from the balance patch. It's still shields. Scepters are still a thing. Scepters haven't gone away. It's just Scepter 2s now instead of Scepter 1s, really.
Yeah, shields are fast, cheap, and easy, and they're going to remain that way until we start getting some dedicated teams coming together to actually pull armor.
Armor's never going to...
It has a purpose. It has a role to play. I don't think that role exists quite as fully as it should, but it's It's for small gang warfare, which we're seeing a lot more of in this Warring States period.
Yeah, we are. In the small gang, that's fine. In the small gang, you can make armor kind of work, but it takes away so much DPS because you almost have to have double the logistics to really pull it off, and it takes good coordination. So I mean, in a small gang fleet with guys who really know what they're doing, who have practiced and practiced and practiced, or just done it a whole bunch of times and died and then figured it out, but you are taking a lot of DPS off the field. You are tanky as shit in order to do it, but yeah, it's good. I like the small gang warfare. Me personally, I like doing the skirmish stuff in small gangs. Sure. That's my favorite. That's what I like doing the most when I'm FCing. Is that kind of stuff.
It's so much more fun in my opinion because it's not just attack when I say attack, or target this when I say target this. It's you've got to actually think for small gang, and
and stay within a different range too. It's not like it's a big bubble that's all encompassing you. It's a different thing. So.
Yeah, and Broderick's saying in chat the armor fleet for PvE. I think he's spot on there. We're gonna see a lot more trap type builds. Mark me on this. There's gonna be either armor support coming in to save people's asses, or some sort of ridiculous bait. Just wait for the kill mails. They're coming.
Yeah, the armor on the PvE side has kind of been a thing for a while, simply from the standpoint of you can't put up a shield bubble when you're brawling at 10 kilometers. So, I mean, that part of it, yes. For PvE, yeah, definitely armor. From a PvP standpoint, I still don't.
Right. Armor is an operational asset. It's not really good tactically, but if you've got the coordination to make it work, you can sustain a fleet for years.
Yep. Okay, let's see. You had two other things you wanted to talk about in this event, and then I wanted to talk about the whaling side of things, and of course the capital nanocores.
So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the whale aspect. So I lump in after that, but I do want to talk about the missions, the event missions that have come out. The production value on those is much improved from the last few events. The writing is not great, but I really like that they're actually bringing some character in there and giving unknown missions. You get kind of a random drop there, and then it feeds into things. But I really wish there were more meaningful choices.
Yep.
So what I mean by meaningful choices, like every mission that we have in game from them so far is, do you want to get paid or not? And that's silly. That's absurd. Of course you want to get paid. You're going to turn in the goods. You're going to get your money, and you're going to get out of there.
Yeah.
I really wish that second option was something like, would you like to get paid in ISK or in minerals? Like, there's a lot of potential design space in that system that they're just missing out on. And maybe that's by design. Maybe they're waiting and they're trying to get the story straight before they start implementing that stuff. But I feel like they should get the economic impact of using alternate payment methods straight before they start doing the focus on story, because like the writing is not the strong suit in this game.
No, it's not. The missions need a lot of writing work and help, and that's a good idea. I haven't even thought about that. Don't pay me in ISK, pay me with data not data cores, but chips, compilers, stuff I would use for stuff that's really hard to get dropped anywhere else. Give me a reason to go and do those, because I honestly haven't done any of those side missions almost ever. Almost ever. And when I've done a story mission like twice, I just click. I'm not even paying attention to the story. I don't care. I just breeze through. I just breeze right through. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't impact anything in the game. It doesn't affect anything else. And so, if they really wanted those stories to have weight, they should tie that lore into things in the game that you literally have to do or have to have in order to do something else outside of just ISK.
Too true. So, it's at the moment it's read it once and forget it.
Yep. Okay, so then with the capital nanocores, in this giant, it's not only pay to get it, but it's also, we're going to show everybody who's paying the most to try to get it. So it's a competition to show off who's going to open up their credit card or their wallet more than somebody else. So it's kind of interesting how they've pitted that as far as it being a competition, not just a whaling event. It's a competition to see who can look like the biggest jackass and put out, get 20,000 lucky points, which, hey, he's not a jackass. That's fine. I'll let him pay for the game.
He's playing a different game.
He's playing a different game, and that's fine. Play it however you want and help us pay for the game. Yeah, it's a whaling contest, and that's fine. But I think what everybody's missing with the Capital nanocores is they're great. If you look at the stats, they're freaking huge. But what does that really mean? You get that, you pay $1,000, $2,000 to get that nanocore, and you slap it on your Capital. Guess what you have to do now? You have to insure that fucker, because if you don't, you lost that nanocore.
Right. That's one of those things that kind of ties into industrial, like these inputs being sort of long haul. But you've got to have that. You got to have a source for that IP. Plex is going to skyrocket in the coming months.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whales.
Well,
if the whales go through.
with the amount of people buying, losing a nano would suck. Yeah, the amount of okay, so someone explain that to me. You can't get the nanocore unless you click the hole first, can you? Just claim the nano all by itself? Am I wrong, Durkadur? Okay. I haven't lost anything with a nano on it that, honestly. So, but you lose the hole. Okay, so you can get your nano back. Well, thank God.
So it is possible, but is that based on the ISK price? Because if that's the case, it's still a fatty chunk of change.
Can be a huge IP. Yeah, that's again. You still got to pay for that, right? So it's double whatever ISK sync you want. And I think we came up with it as being like a little over $1,000 to get enough lucky points to insure a Capital nanocore. So it's a lot.
It makes me wonder what the market is on Death Wish cores and things like that. I know they pop up in the black market every now and then, but that's one of those things that is not clear cut. It's real ambiguous and weird how that's going to work out.
Bradrick says, lose it all, let God sort it out. Yeah, let's have more people rage quit because they're stupid.
This is destroy your life, man. Fly destroyers, you'll never rage again.
Fly destroyers, oh God. You poor unfortunate souls. Okay. We could talk about the event more if we wanted to, but I don't. Do you? Is there anything else you want to talk about with the event? I'd rather just get right into the next thing we're going to do here.
I think there's a better way for them to do it. Just to hinge on the whole whale thing. I really wish that they introduced variable outputs or variable rewards based on the missions that you do and the choices you make in them. Like you could structure it so that you get, one nanocore from one specific faction, and the other 3 are available for the whales to farm for or hunt for. But they need that nod to the player base. They need that nod towards the grinders. Because that's where the meat of the game is.
And I think there are events like that come around every once in a while that are separate from these whaling events. What is this? The second? Is this like the second major whaling event this year? The first one was at the end of the year for Neon Rain, and the beginning of the year through the beginning of the year, and then now this one. So, two whaling events a year on average I'm fine with that. Everything else is kind of your regular grind. But if they're going to do anything with these missions, they need to make them have some meaning instead of just meaningless. They're meaningless to me. So, okay.
And I'd love to see, alternate outputs. There are things that EO does with their missions that are, Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's move on to the next topic. Huh?
Yeah, well, the next topic was going to be, the next thing that we normally do at this point in the episode is go right into the ads. But we don't have any new ones, and I don't think anybody else wants to hear C-137's killer ad yet again. It's a fantastic ad. I don't have queued up Rambo's ad with the, what is it? I can't even say it. The overpowered, integrated, laser and light, coveter twos. Yeah.
I love that.
So if I had that one, I would play that one, but I don't have it readily in this setup to get it. I apologize. It was all I could do to get to where we would have one full slot of Who Wants to Be a Billionaire. I've got 14 questions, and we're just going to roll right into it. So this might actually be a short show. I don't know.
Let's do some Who Wants to Be a Billionaire.
Yep. So everybody start Xing up. Go for it. Start Xing up. XXX. Let's go. It's just snacks.
It's snacks all right. Snacks and walk everybody else.
Keep Xing in 3, 2, 1. Pick one, Crimson.
Looks like Mercury rising.
Mercury rising. Oh my gosh, here we go. All right, take that down a little bit. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to stop that. And I'm going to go right into here. And we're going to... Oh, shit. Don't look at that. Oh, fuck.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at the answers. Everybody can see that and hear that? Nope.
Negative.
Hold on.
I think the kimono is safe. I don't know if you pulled it back all the way, but...
Yeehaw.
So, rigged? What?
Hold on. Let's...
Nothing's been rigged.
I gotta change this window up to that one. Now you guys can see it, right?
There we go.
There we go.
Now,
Okay.
tell me you didn't see the answers. Be honest. Nobody?
Yeah, nobody.
Cool.
All right. Mercury rising. You are going to get your mic unmuted. And we're going to see if you can become a billionaire tonight. Can you hear us?
Probably not.
Probably not. Hey, welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate the optimism.
Yeah, I heard how the last one went.
I believe. I have a strong belief that you're going to carry through.
Yeah, I think you will. Okay, so you can see the screen, you can hear the screen, you can. You're ready to go, right?
Why not?
Okay.
You know your lifeline, right?
So this show is sponsored by Legio Fulminate, LEGN. Strike hard, strike fast. They are, of course, a member of Silent Federation. They are providing the ISK for tonight's game, all the way up to $2 billion. The winner of this round, who gets up to $2 billion, any of the money that you win, is going to come from Rambo. He's ready to go, even though he's not with us tonight. To where if you DM him, he will send you a contract for the ISK 1. And as of course, the first question starts at 10 million and goes all the way up to 2 billion. There's 14 questions. Anywhere it's in white, that's when you can stop and walk away with that number. Once it gets above that, you fall back down to the white number. Although once we get above 10 and we're at 75, 1 billion, 1.5 billion, you can decide to walk away and take that money as well. That was kind of the precedent we set last week. Okay, and then of course, you know how this game is played, Mercury, lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, ask the audience. You know how all that works?
No, but we'll give it a go.
Okay.
So real quick, just so you know when you want to use them, 50-50. Obviously, 2 of the answers are gone. Phone a friend. If you've got a buddy on Discord or somewhere outside, you can reach out to them. And then audiences, we'll set up a poll real quick. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So on the poll, what we'll probably do there, because it was so clunky and hard last week, Crimson, I should have told you this ahead of time, but we'll just have people start putting, ask snacks, that's a good one. We'll just have people start putting whether it's A, B, C, or D in the on-air chat for the ask the audience.
I'll give you a rough estimate on where the audience is headed.
There you go. That's what I need your help with. All right, perfect. All right, we'll get right into it. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. For 10 million, which show are you on?
This is not fair. You gave a BS introduction at the start.
A, echoes from the front. B, echoes from the back. C, echoes of New Eden. Or D, I don't know, I am Titan Tito.
Oh, that's a tempting one. C.
C, Echoes of New Eden. Yeah, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to use a lifeline?
No, I'm good.
Okay. That's correct.
All right. Killing it.
Strong open.
It's a very strong open. Okay. Oh, shit. Number 2. Move up to 25 million. Echoes from the Back is my next band's name. Yes. Which of the following sentences would be completely censored in chat for 25 million? Is it A, Jesus is your personal Lord and Savior? B, 89 ways to skin a cat? C, I would like a refund, NetEase. Or D, suck it and shove it up your ass. Which one of these
C.
would be completely censored in chat?
C. NetEase doesn't like you invoking their name.
And is that your final answer?
Final answer.
You're wrong. It's B, 89 ways to skin a cat.
Really? I was looking for where it said ISK. Because ISK censors everything too.
Yeah, no, that's the only one. I actually did this today. It was hysterical. I did it in local, and people were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
messed up shit. That's what you were doing.
I'm sorry, Mercury. You didn't win a damn thing. Thank you for playing.
That's all right. And thanks for showing up at my POS on anchoring.
Yeah, because it happened an hour ago. I couldn't help you. I'm sorry, man. All right, we're going to go for another player who's going to pick up right here where we are. That was longer than the last time around. Everybody start Xing up again. Start Xing up again. We're going to take off right where this question leaves off. Go for it. Go for it. X, hurry.
X like you mean it.
X like you mean it. Go, 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 go. We want to get a second contestant to pick up where Mercury left off. Fair, not, or otherwise. I don't care.
Next victim.
3. Yeah, you pick it when I count to 1, Crimson. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, jeez. It's Snacks.
Yep, it's Snacks.
Yeah, he was right there. It's actually the one between the two Lelouches. Lelouch 07, keep hanging in there.
Yep.
But Snacks got it on that.
Yep.
Got it on that one.
Snacks, you are a Jeopardy champion. Let's see how far you can go, right? You should be able to win this and get $2 billion. You really ought to be able to. You're unmuted, by the way. You there?
I should be, but I'm not really good at this fucking.
I believe.
I'm gonna make it as difficult for you as possible.
I'm sure.
Durkadur posts the Rambo pic. I love it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just channel my Durkadur.
Yeah, I know. He's hilarious. I love that guy. Okay.
You know your lifelines, right?
Yep.
You know how the game is played. We're gonna go right into the very next question. Here we go. 25 million. Up to 50 million. For 50 million, which of these ships would be best for hauling ore in low sec? God, if you fucking lose this one, I'm gonna kill you, Snacks. Right? I'll fucking kill you. A Wreath. B, a Noctis. C, a Venture. D, a Tyra.
A Wreath.
A Wreath. Final answer?
Are you sure it's not the Noctis?
It might be the Terra, though. A.
You said A, Wreath. You're good. Then I'm not going to let you think too long on that one.
Oh, man, I love the Noctis.
Yeah. It needs a bigger hold. It's too damn small.
Agreed.
All right, there we go. Advancing up to 75 million. Question number 4. God, this is another one for Snacks, you lucky fucker. How many units of Veldspar are needed to reprocess for tritanium?
100.
A, 10. B, 1,000. C, 3. D, 100.
D, 100. Final answer.
D, 100. Final answer. Boom. Trying to click. Going to 5. Question number 5, 100 million. And this is where you can stop and walk away with 100 million. If you get the answer right. For 100 million, which module is the only module on the market under Fleet Assistance Module? A, Republic Fleet Medium Group Shield Booster. B, Boss Mining Foreman Burst. C, Dust Auto Salvager. D, Aurora Fleet Sinusoidal Field Generator.
go with D.
You have all three.
Gonna go with D, Aurora Fleet Sinusoidal Field Generator. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer, D, is correct. All right, so now you're at 100 million. This thing wants to stall on me for some reason. Going to 6. At this point, if you lose, you're guaranteed to walk away with 100 million. For 200 million, easiest question ever for 200 million. Which of these ships is a frigate? Is it A, a worm, B, a Caldari shuttle, C, a Synesis, or D, a Nestor?
I know it's A, the Carista frigate.
And that is your final answer.
Final answer.
You don't want to use a lifeline.
No, I'm gonna save them.
Okay.
When was the last time you've seen a worm?
Yes, the other day.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see him every once in a while. We don't have pulse bombs yet. They're still effective.
Yep. Baby kite.
Yep. Number 7, 250 million. Which of the following drones can you fit on a Covetor 2?
Well, we learned that it's not mining drones.
Yeah. Is it A, the Ogre, or Orgy? Is it B, the Hornet? C, Guard? Or D, Starfish? Which drones fit on a Covetor
Hornets.
2?
You have all three lifelines.
I'm gonna go with B, Hornet.
And that's your final answer?
Yes, because I know Ogre, Guard are large drones, and the Starfish is a mining drone. So, yes, B.
B, Hornet. Good job.
Had me because I was thinking medium drones.
Yeah. Number 8, 300 million. Which of the following is fuel? A, reactive gas. B, condensates. C, oxygen isotopes. I feel like one of these should have been salt. D, noble
Or my
gas.
warp drive, or my jump drive engine. C, oxygen isotopes.
C, oxygen isotopes. Final answer?
Final answer.
Boom, oxygen isotopes. I think this is about the point right here where these questions start getting a tad bit harder. They damn well better be. Or I screwed up and put them out of order. Here comes number 9. Rambo's listening to me now going, what the fuck? No, somewhere. Number 9, 400 million. How many rooms are there in a Tier 4 Nihilus compressed space? How many rooms in a Tier 4 Nihilus compressed space? Number 1, 2. Number 2, 3. Number 3, 4. Number 4, 5.
Chat is about to explode.
Notice how I changed these from A's and B's to 1s and 2s just to really fuck it up. Number 1, 2, number 2, 3, number 3, 4, number 4, 5.
Yeah. Not A.
You've got all three lifelines.
You have all 3 lifelines. How many rooms are there in a Tier 4 Nihilus compressed space?
I'm going to go 50-50 on this one.
50-50. Okay. Well, that requires me to know the fucking answer. Hold on a second. I got it in my notes. Give me
At least one of those. I mean, I would be I'm completely in the dark. That would mean I'd have to fly a venture.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
I choose life.
So we're going to take off number 1 and number 2. So you're looking at number 3 and number 4. Is it 4 rooms or 5?
I'm going to go with 4 rooms, so number 3.
Number 3. Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
You sure about that? You don't want to use another lifeline?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
It's 5.
Dur with the Russian roulette and shot. Well done.
Yep. Snacks, thank you for playing. You're at 400 million, so you get 100 mil. DM Rambo, and he'll send you 100 million. That's good. You made a good run, buddy.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Snacks.
Yep, appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it. So that means we're going to X up again, and someone's going to take off at 500 million. That's how this is going to be done. Now we're in the hard questions. Let's see. You get to walk on someone else's back. Keep Xing up. I am got to go look for, and Crimson, I'll count down for you in a second, but I got to go look for something because while we're doing this countdown, I almost forgot. We have discount coupons for the whale event we were just talking about and laughing about.
What's that?
We have 50% discount codes, 30% discount codes, and 10% discount codes, and I'm going to give them all away tonight. So if you're here, go for it.
It's hard. It's a hardcore whale event, but I will say that you get a 5% reduction for converting R to Plex on one of them chests. So it's not like if you're sitting on R for a long period of time, it's not a bad deal. But I wouldn't go and buy into it unless you know. But go on.
No, but I mean, you can get 50% off of one of those battleship, faction battleship nano cores and get some of that back in Plex after this whole thing is over as well. So it makes it kind of cheap if you get one of these discount codes, especially the 50% one. So we got people Xing up for who's going to come in next to try to win 50 million. All you got to do is answer one question. You win 50 million, guys. So keep going. Start Xing up. We're going to pick somebody in 3, 2, 1. Crimson, pick somebody.
It's Lucy.
Lucy, all right. Cool.
And Lelouch, I'm sorry. You missed it by that much again.
You did, yeah.
The top X just before that one.
Lucy, who's that? Right there. You're unmuted.
One of them hogs.
One of them hogs again.
One on my birthday, too. Woo!
Nice, nice. Thank you, man. All right, so before we get started and make you answer one question to win 50 million, we need to give away these discount codes. So I've actually got to grab a piece of paper or something and start writing down some names. I want you to start putting something in the chat. I don't care what it is, an X, an A, whatever. Just keep Xing, and then we're going to pick out some, word, and then we're going to pick out someone to grab these things and give them away real quick. Hold on just a second.
Oh.
How many codes total do we have? Or I guess it's probably better not to say, isn't it?
All right. First person's going to win the 10% discount coupons. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these things. Good God. Maybe we won't give all those away tonight. That's going to take forever. But let's go. 3, 2, 1. Who's last one to post in the chat?
I got Lelouch with C.
Lelouch, 10%.
Mercury Rising following up with a unicorn.
Okay.
Elandria, you missed it by that much.
All right, go again. X's. Try to get your 10%. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Who is it?
I'm seeing Yadashi with that fatty bunch of X's there.
I saw Lelouch, personally.
A Lelouch for round 2 as well? If Lelouch is willing to upgrade and have Yadashi get the first one, the 10%, I think that would be fair.
Well, he's already got a 10%. Lelouch has already got a 10%. So then we'll give that one to Yadashi. All right, so there's 2 10%. Let's go to 30%. We got a couple of those. Let's go. 30%. X up for your 30%. 3, 2, 1. Who is it?
I'm seeing Intrensia. Intrensia/Triasha. Interesting name. I like it.
Intrensia gets a 30%. All right.
I think it's also said the right way, too.
Well, that's a rare thing.
All right. Okay. One more 30%, then we'll move to the 250% we got. Go. X is up. Whatever, unicorns, whatever you're doing. Let's get it. One more 30% out there.
Show me what you got.
3, 2, 1. Who is it?
Snacks.
Snacks.
I saw snacks too.
Yep, I'm seeing stacks on snacks.
Stacks on snacks. Okay. Now for the two biggies, the 250%. It could be the same people who already won these two. Doesn't matter. It's whoever's there when I get down to the count. It's 50% discount off of the event. First one, 3, 2, 1. Who we got?
Oh, geez.
It's way whoa.
Yeah, everybody's going nuts for that one.
Call it Bam. Excuse me. Call it Lucy, because it was between Bam and Mercury Rising from my perspective, but I ain't an umpire, so which way do you think it's going?
I honestly don't know. I think it was Mercury. I don't know. That's the one I saw first. I didn't see.
I vote Mercury Rising then.
All right, we'll put Mercury down for one of the 50%. We got one more.
I've not seen Bam at all.
The maker of all?
Bam, the maker of all. Bam Inc. is a wholly owned subsidiary of C-137. All right, here we go. The last 50%. Let's go. 3, 2.
It's too big.
Going fast. 1. Who is it?
Oh, shit.
I'm lost on that one.
I'm thinking Elandria.
Elandria?
It's hard to tell though. Like that might be another one. You know, another take on it. We might need a recount.
Yeah, because I'm personally saying that big thing of X's that is just one big message is really messing with me.
Yeah, it's beefy and it goes super fast.
Yeah, one at a time instead of a scroll. Let's do it again. One at a time instead of a scroll. Just do one. Here we go again. 3, 2, 1.
Yadashi. I call Yadashi, but it was really close. It's between Yadashi and Durkadur.
Well, which one? I mean, you said Yadashi first, so I guess that's it. or Durka. I mean,
I tried to click their name, but I missed.
You were trying to click. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Yadashi.
Okay. So Yudashi, Mercury Rising, Snacks, Intrensia, Yudashi again. You got a 50% and a 10%, buddy. Lelouch, you got a 10%. All of you guys just DM me. You can right-click on my name in the on-air chat right now. DM me, and I will send you copy and paste when this thing is over your discount codes. So that was fun.
Whew, that was close cut.
It was. It was very close.
I liked a lot of the weird stuff that y'all were throwing into chat too. The memes. Don't let your dreams be memes. Or memes be dreams or whatever. I want more images and jokes and smart takes. Like, it's a good crowd.
Give me something to laugh at and distract me while I'm doing whatever the hell this is. I joined in late.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what I want, Elandria. Thank you. Q for the win. Even better, Mateus. Yeah. That's going to totally throw me for a loop at this point. Okay.
This is a family show.
Let's get back to the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wait, sorry. We're playing Who Wants to Be a Billionaire. I'm totally lost at this point.
Right. 500 million.
Yeah, if you're not in our on-air chat, you're missing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. 500 million. Lucy, let's see how you do. One question, 500 million. Here we go. For 500 million, How many total computer chips are required to train the first secondary trait of any trainable nanocore? A, 15. B, 60. C, 150. D, 600.
Computer chips are those square things, right?
How many total computer chips are required to train the first secondary trait of any trainable nanocore?
Right. Tortilla chips are the triangular ones.
This is a computer chip.
Right. Well, you asked computer chips. That's the square one, right? And I was trying to, give you some context.
It is just the first one. I'm going to say 15.
You could say A, 15. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, it's wrong.
Oof.
So you've lost. You didn't win anything. I'm not gonna put in the right answer. I'm gonna try to get somebody else in here who can get it. So start Xing up and let's get in here for 500 million, guys. X up for 500 million. Go, go, go. Thank you for playing, Lucy. We appreciate it.
Thanks for helping us pick.
It's brutal tonight. It's absolutely brutal. Go, 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 go.
I love it.
3, 2, 1. Bam. Maker of all. Bam. Maker of all. I just went ahead and picked it. Sorry, I got excited, Crimson.
No, you're good. This was between Bam and Durkadur. It was right there.
Yeah. All right, Bam.
Yes. I'm looking at my nanocore right now.
Yeah.
He was right.
No. How many total computer chips are required to train the first secondary trait of any trainable nanocore?
Like completely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first one.
It's a total. It's not the first one. It's a total.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you're looking it up. So I'm hoping you can win 500 million if you got it in front of you.
Right. It's
Okay,
that's a major hit too because.
What's A, B, C, and D?
A is 15, B is 60, C is 150, and D is 600. Can you not see the screen in live chat?
Oh, I can't. No. 60.
B.
Final answer.
60. Final answer. You're correct.
The 4 blocks on the second time around. That's what gets you.
It is a little bit of a word game. It's tough. And yeah, Lucy, I mean, there's no way for me to not keep you from looking it up. I can't tell.
I was honest.
Yeah, he was being honest. Yeah, Bam's going to cheat because, whatever. Bam's going to try to do what he can. All right, question number 11, 750. No matter what, you're walking away with 500 million. Let's see how you do here. What is the minimum distance you can be from an anomaly to not activate the NPC ships? Is it A, 105 kilometers, B, 150 kilometers, C, 250 kilometers, or D, 280 kilometers?
D, 280 kilometers.
Is that your final answer?
Let me phone a friend. Wait, what are my options?
Your options are 50-50. I take two of them away.
Closer than 350 kilometers away. Come on.
Crimson, you tell him what his options are.
Right, you've got 50-50, phone a friend, and poll the audience. Which the audience is going to go nuts if you go that way. So,
phone a friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a friend in mind?
Who do you want to unmute?
Taylor Rick. Because he's definitely parked on the edge before.
I know the answer, yes, and I actually wrote the question, so I can't be your friend to phone. You want me to unmute Hot Guy, Mercury Rising? You want me to unmute him?
I don't know any of.
I don't think he'd know.
Oh man, you better make a friend fast.
Let's just go D. Final answer. 280.
D. Final answer. Are you sure?
No.
Well, you've got the lifeline, and you've already declared that you're using it.
Okay. Mercury rising.
All right, bring back Mercury.
Tell me the answer.
Okay, Mercury.
It's your time to shine, bud.
Take my medicine.
Which one is it?
It's D.
D, 280. Okay. Let's go with D. I feel like I've seen him 270 away from me though, and not activate. Yeah.
You're wrong. It's 250.
Yeah.
I'm not a carrier pilot.
Yeah.
But I've been in the anomalies, and we're always out.
Thank-
280 to 300.
Thanks,
YOLO.
Mercury. Yep, thanks.
Oof.
Sorry, Bam, you lost that one. It's 250.
Retrograde or something.
Now, here's the way that works so that people know. I'm going to mute you, Bam. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you both.
So that means we're going to be done tonight. I'm not revealing these top high-end questions. We're going to use them for next week. So 250, if you're at 251, they won't activate. If you're at 250, they kind of won't activate. You're at 249, boom, you're dead. They start shooting at you. And if you're at if you start inside at 249 and get to 250, that's generally when they stop. Although the long range ones will still nail you until you get way out. Then they fall off. But it's 250. So you just don't want to be around it.
Up and back too.
That's why everybody always sits farther out as far as the carriers go.
Yeah.
So that means, they'll chase you. That's right. That means next week we come back for our third shot.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who showed up for tonight, to all the participants, and make sure you message for your prizes.
Yep, message for what you got, where you left off at with the minimums. As far as the game prizes go, send that to Rambo. Tag him for your either 100 million or 500 million. And Lucy, can you get compensation for being honest? Yeah, as a matter of fact, Lucy, go ahead and ping me on Discord, and I've got an extra discount code I'll give you for the Bazaar. How about that?
Nice.
I will do that for you. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, damn, that was good. That was good. Yep. We don't have like a 2 hour. Yeah, we don't have a 2 hour show tonight.
It was a great run.
It was a great run. Out of the game. And go back over here. And I guess that's it. We'll see. I'm going to go through the normal intro or outro, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And we'll catch everybody here next week. Make sure to tell everybody about this. We want to get some more contestants into the game that haven't played before. So spread it around over the next week. Tell everybody about our Who Wants to Be a Billionaire. We haven't had anybody win $1 billion yet. We've got money to give away. We've got lots of money to give away. We haven't come anywhere near our full cap of what somebody can win multiple times. We'll have more questions harder as this goes on. We're just going to get harder and harder. I'm going to have the number of easy questions get shorter and shorter. So be ready. Have your pencils sharpened. And make sure you spread that around to everybody you know in your individual Discords.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Yep. Get some more people over here to play the game and win the money. We want to hand it out. We want people to win. But we don't want to make it super easy. We just want to give everybody a shot. Okay. With that said, Crimson, thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the help. Yeah.
It's been extremely fun. So thank you very much.
Yeah. So be sure to follow Crimson over on Reddit. Make sure you follow his posts. He has all kinds of great content that he puts out. Make sure you go and look at the shorts that I'm putting out every Monday now. Supposedly every Monday. We'll see.
Yeah. Sometimes 2 articles every Thursday. And I really like the shorts, by the way. I think they're coming along great.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this last one I was able to record it properly and made it look nice. So I'll keep doing it that way. And then, of course, Bradrick over on Reddit. I know he's here tonight with us, too. So go follow that. And, of course, we've got Alondria, and we had Rosalind earlier from New Eden Radio. Make sure you go follow them on their Discord. That you really kind of got to be there on, Faster, Harder, Deeper. You really got to be over on their Discord, the New Eden Radio Discord, to really get a full flavor of their show. It's on Sundays. I don't know exactly the time for when they started.
On Sundays, check out their SoundCloud.
Yeah. Check out their SoundCloud. It's always about a week behind from the show, but it's a great show. I always enjoy the music. There's tons of music on that show. So make sure you go check it out. And, of course, check out all the other content creators, which we didn't even talk about that. I totally skipped over that with the content creator stuff. But
right.
We talked about it before the show, and maybe that was our problem. We talked about too much before the show and then forgot to re-talk about it.
Well, fair enough. I mean, we can talk about the content creator thing, and it's a bit frustrating, how they're doling them out. I wish they doled them out all at once, but it seems like they're kind of just reviewing them all at the last minute, maybe, or maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's a weird sort of 3-day window.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird thing. They're supposed to have people out, but I don't know. Okay, so with that said, make sure you're here for the live show next week. Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? We're going to be out. And then, of course, at the end of our show, whenever we get this done, we drop over into a talk channel, and we all get to talk to one another, and people get to correct me on shit I said wrong. So it's always a great time. Here we go. Thank you, everybody.
Crimson Song signing off.
Yep.